Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. In today's video, I'm going to be chatting through everything I've been loving throughout September. Again, I can't believe another month has flown by. I know I say this in every favourites video, but I feel like I filmed them so quickly. It feels like a couple of weeks passed and I'm like, blimey, we're in a new month already. In fact, the whole year has flown by, hasn't it? It'll be Christmas before we know it. But anyway, in today's video, I'm going to be chatting through everything I have been loving throughout September, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy the video. Everything I feature will be linked below in the description box. If you've got any questions about anything, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And I'm going to get straight into my first favourite of the month, and it is a lipstick. It's a lipstick that I've got on now, and it is MAC Velvet Teddy, and I feel like this is the perfect autumn lipstick. Like in spring summer, I quite like to wear a peachy pinky sort of fresh kind of, yeah, just a bit more of a summery shade, whereas coming into autumn I feel like this is the perfect autumn nude. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I will do a close-up of my lips as well so you can see it a bit better, but it is the most beautiful, like warm, almost browny nude tone, but not too brown. I think sometimes if they're too brown they can be a little bit unflattering. I just feel like this is the most flattering tone, flattering shade, and it suits lots of different skin tones as well, from pale skin tones to darker skin tones, kind of in between. It suits loads of different skin tones, and especially when you team it with like different lip liners as well. You could team it with a slightly darker lip liner for a darker look, or just kind of tap it on without lip liner for a bit more of a subtle look. I have got it on with a lip liner at the moment, but yeah, I just think it's a really lovely shade. And now, like, we're coming, well, we are in autumn, aren't we, let's be honest, although it's a lovely day today, very sunny. But yeah, just I feel like this is going to be my kind of autumn wintry nude. And MAC lipsticks are lovely as well. The consistency of them is lovely. They don't dry your lips out, they stay really well, and they smell nice as well. Okay, sticking with beauty, and my next favourite is a concealer, and it is the Bare Minerals Original Liquid Mineral Concealer. And I started using this last month because I had ran out of my Laura Mercier concealer, which is also a gorgeous concealer. I've spoken about that before. I started using this last month and I just think it's a really great product. So it feels super lightweight when you put it on. It's not kind of thick or cakey or heavy, but the coverage is amazing at the same time. So although it feels really light, it does exactly what you want it to. It covers your dark circles, it brightens your under eye, but without being too much of like a white, super bright concealer. If I just pop a little bit on the back of my hand, you can see that it almost feels quite light, but the coverage is amazing. And for me, this is a perfect shade. It's light 2N. When I saw light, I thought it might be too light, because I don't like my concealer to be too much lighter than my foundation. It just doesn't really suit my face, I don't think. But this is the perfect shade, really lovely formula. It dries and kind of like sets slightly, but without being super drying, if that makes sense. And yeah, just a really lovely concealer. I've been really enjoying it, so I wanted to give that a little mention. Okay, moving on to skincare, and my next favourite is the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. And if you've been following my channel for a while, then you have probably seen me talk about this before. I feel like I've definitely mentioned it in a previous favourites video, and I think I've been using this for about 3 years now, but it is genuinely the best exfoliator I have ever tried, and I have tried quite a few, but this just leaves my skin feeling amazing. So it's a rice-based powder that activates upon contact with water, releasing papain, salicylic acid and rice enzymes to polish your skin to perfection. And it literally does polish your skin to perfection. I mean, that is what it says, but it delivers. So it works by removing the dulling surface debris on your skin to leave your skin feeling much smoother, much brighter. It evens skin tone as well, and it's gentle enough to use every day. So I use this after cleansing. So if you'd like to double cleanse, it works really well after using Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse and Dermalogica Special Cleansing Gel as well. Those two work really well for a double cleanse. One is oil-based and one's more like a foamy face wash. So they work really well to double cleanse. And then once your skin is completely clean, you wash your hands, get your hands really wet, run them under the tap so they're really wet, and then pop about half a teaspoon of this onto wet hands, rub them together to form kind of like a foam, so it shouldn't feel dry or gritty. Although it's like a rice-based powder, it should form a creamy foam that then you can massage onto your skin. And you massage it all over your skin for about a minute, getting into all those areas where it sort of builds up with dirt. Rinse it clean, and your skin will look so much brighter, so much smoother. Just to touch my skin afterwards, after I've done it, I cannot believe how soft it makes my skin feel. And just a really great preparation of your skin before makeup. So if you like to, I mean, some people prefer to use this in the morning, some people prefer to use it in the evening, depending on how much time you have. But if you do use it in the morning, it really does give your skin a great base to then put your makeup on, because your skin's so much smoother. I find that my makeup applies better when I use this in the morning. And I'm pretty sure that one of these sells globally every 45 seconds. It is one of Dermalogica's hero products, and I think one sells globally every 45 seconds, which just goes to show what a great product it is. And for those of you that already use and love this product, you can now get the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant Refill. So it's the same great product, the same amount of product, but with 92% less plastic. So when you've finished your daily microfoliant, you just pop the lid off, rinse it out, leave it to dry, and then snip the corner off of your refill, pour it in, and pop the top back on, and then you've got a brand new daily microfoliant, but with 92% less plastic. And I do have a gift with purchase offer for you. So when you spend over £55 at Dermalogica and use the code Charlotte, you will receive a travel-sized pre-cleanse, a travel-sized special cleansing gel, and a trial-sized skin smoothing cream. So if you did want to try the 3-step out together with the pre-cleanse, the special cleansing gel, and then this, if you were to purchase this, you would get those as a travel size, and it gives you a really great opportunity to try the 3 out together and the skin smoothing cream as well. But yeah, definitely one of my favourite products, and I will leave all of the information in the description box below. My next favourite is a lip oil, and I couldn't remember if I'd featured this in a favourites video before. I felt like I had, but I had a quick skim through my last few and I couldn't spot it, so to feature it in this video. And it's the Estee Lauder Pure Colour Envy Nighttime Rescue Lip Oil Serum. It's basically just a lip oil. They say to use it at night, but I have been using this during the day, just for those days when you've got no makeup on or very minimal makeup, but you want something on your lips. This is a really lovely product. So it's just a lip oil basically, but it's super moisturising. It's got a really thick applicator, and it just feels beautiful on my lips, and it gives a really lovely sheen as well. So it kind of looks like you're wearing lip gloss, but it's looking after your lips at the same time. It's got the lovely shine of a lip gloss, but obviously the kind of treatment of a lip oil. And especially at this time of year with the heating coming on, you're getting dry lips. It's just great to apply this during the day, and it looks nice, it feels really nice, it smells nice. I think it smells nice, I just said that. Okay, it doesn't smell of anything, and I've just put it on my nose now. Okay, forget that it smells nice bit, I just said that without thinking, but it feels really beautiful on your lips, gives a gorgeous sheen, and yeah, I really like it, but it doesn't smell nice. But it doesn't smell of anything. A couple of jewellery favourites that I wanted to mention are the 2 necklaces that I'm wearing now and that I've worn pretty much every single day since I got them. I tend to do that with jewellery. I'll pop a piece on or a couple of pieces on and then just leave them on. Because they are 14 karat gold, I can leave them on, I can sleep in them, I can shower in them, and I find it a lot easier to just keep the pieces on. And then after about a month, I'll chop and change and put a different piece on and leave that on for weeks. But I think pretty much the whole of September I wore these 2 necklaces together, and I love how they look together. This one is the serpentine chain, and this is the gold tag chain, and I've got a little L engraved on this one for Lou, which I think's cute. I can think of him when I look at it. And yeah, I just think they sit really well together and go well with most outfits that I wear. And I think that my discount code for Majuri is still valid as well, so I will pop that in the description box below. Okay, my next favourite is definitely one that I have mentioned in a previous favourites video, but this is a long time favourite of mine and will continue to be a favourite, and it is Jo Malone Myrrh and Tonka. And the reason I wanted to mention this now is because coming into autumn, this is the fragrance that I just adore during autumn, winter. I tend to just sort of leave it on the side in spring, summer, because for me, the warmth and the sweetness of it is really autumn, winter. It's just my autumn, winter fragrance, but it is gorgeous. And I started using this again last month, and it's like the first time I put it on after not using it for months, I loved it. I kept smelling it on myself, and it is a gorgeous scent. So it's very sweet, but quite musky at the same time. It's very warm, very sweet, but not a sickly sweet scent. It's like you've got the vanilla of the tonka bean, and then I guess like the warmth of the myrrh. I don't know, I really don't know, but whatever it is, it works. It's gorgeous. I recommend trying a sample of it. It is expensive, but it lasts so well. A few sprays last all day. I can still smell it on my clothes when I put them on the next day. Or like if I don't wear something, like if I put it on a coat, if I'm wearing a coat and then I don't wear it again for a week, I can smell this on it. Yeah, I recommend trying it. If you like warm, sweet, musky, I guess. Let me just Google the fragrance notes. I do this every time I speak about a fragrance. I start talking about it and then I think, how do I explain this? Jo Malone, Myrrh and Tonka. And I've probably done this before when I've spoken about this fragrance. Rich hand-harvested sap of the Namibian myrrh tree mingling with the warm almond and lush vanilla notes of the tonka bean, noble and intoxicating. I mean, that's pretty much what I said, really, isn't it? Oh, weirdly enough, it says it's got top notes of lavender, which I would never have known, heart notes of myrrh, and base notes of tonka bean. But yeah, whatever it is, whatever those notes are, they just come together to form the most perfect winter fragrance for me. Love it, definitely recommend giving that a go. And then sticking with fragrances, but in a different form, my next favourites, and I'm going to mention these two together because they pretty much are the same, but a candle and a diffuser, and they are the More Emporium Classics candle and diffuser in the scent Snow Gardenia. And these smell so gorgeous, and they are so strong as well. So even just the candle, because I've had the candle on the table over there, before I even put the diffuser anywhere near it, even just the candle being there when it's not lit, I'm sitting watching TV and I can smell it even though it's not lit. The scent of this is so gorgeous. Now, weirdly enough, it really reminds me of a hotel I stayed in Vegas. I don't know which hotel because I've been a few times and I can't remember which hotel it was at the time, but you know when you smell something and it just instantly takes you back somewhere? It smells like that to me. Not that that's going to mean anything to you, but that's what it means to me. But it smells, what does it say on the back? It doesn't describe it. Do you know what, I'm gonna Google it. So rubbish at describing scents. Oh, they also do a perfume as well, I didn't know that. Okay, I'm gonna give you the description of the perfume. Blooming with beautiful bergamot, snow white gardenia, and angelica ambrosial juniper berries entwined with sandalwood, vanilla, ylang ylang, and amber. Classic and feminine, this floral fragrance will allure and fascinate your sense. So it also comes as a fragrance as well, which must be really lovely. But yeah, smells gorgeous. The diffuser smells amazing. They're both really great, kind of like, you know, sometimes with diffusers you put it on the side and you think, does that even smell of anything? Well, these definitely do. Love them, really gorgeous. And I like the black as well. I think it looks really nice and classy. So yeah, wanted to mention those two, love them. And then my last two favourites are very random, but I was thinking what I've been enjoying this month. And we got a new Brita filter that we now keep in the fridge. So I've got one outside the fridge and one in the fridge. And having a Brita filter in the fridge for ice cold squash during the day is just a game changer. And I can't even, like, I know it sounds silly, but Lou and I keep saying to each other, oh, I love having that Brita in the fridge. I love having that cold water, like just quick cold water. I know some of you have probably got like instant cold taps, but yeah, if not, get a Brita filter, put it in the fridge. I think this was about £20, and instant cold water during the day. And the reason we've got 2 is because I like to drink room temperature water, but cold squash. I know, fussy, but love it. And then my final favourite I'm just going to grab because I've just put it back in the drawer to stop me from eating it. Final favourite, and the most random favourite I think I've probably featured, but it is Poppets, salted caramel fudge Poppets. Lou got these for me last night. He popped out and came back with them. He said, I saw these and I knew you'd love them. And my goodness, he was right. They are just little circles of sweet, salty caramel goodness. If you don't like salted caramel, obviously you won't like them. But if you do, boy, you are in for a treat. I mean, I like a poppet anyway. I like an orange poppet. I like a mint poppet. Not so much a fan of the toffee ones, but these are basically like the consistency of an orange or a mint one, like that soft, creamy consistency, but with salted caramel. I mean, I ate almost the full packet last night and I will be finishing these off this evening. But as I was eating them last night, I thought, you know what? More people need to know about these. I'm going to talk about them in tomorrow's favourites video. So that's what I've done. And that is my final favourite of this video. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, everything will be linked below in the description box, including my gift with purchase code for Dermalogica. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you again in my next video.